Welcome to the club.
Hey bitches, it's Undead Club. Today, we're covering the 2018 horror comedy movie Killer High in our 2-episode Jem Gerrard movie collaboration. Not collaboration. What is the word I'm thinking of? Appreciation month.
Appreciation, yeah. Holy shit.
I don't have a brain. Anyway.
It's okay. It's okay. We're sharing a brain cell and doing a podcast, so this is bound to happen.
That's fair. Killer High revolves around a high school reunion turned deadly when the school's cursed mascot comes back to life. Killer High is directed by Jem Gerrard and written by Suzanne Keeley. And I apologize if I get any names wrong. I'm dyslexic and also maybe illiterate. We don't know yet.
Oh, we know. You will learn as we go along.
So we know. Our cast is, well, our core four, because I'm not going to go through the whole cast. I don't have the energy for that. Our core four are Casey Roll as Sabrina, who you might also recognize as Marina in 19 episodes of The Magician, which I think also was on Sci-Fi, because this is a Sci-Fi original movie. I know I forgot to say that. I'm just dumb. We've got Humberly, which is an amazingly weird name, Humberly Gonzalez as Rosario, who you might also recognize as Madeline in the horror movie Tarot, which I've seen and it's actually not that bad.
I'm not even sure if I've heard of that one.
Yeah, they pick like little tarot cards and then they get murdered off based on what their tarot cards are about. We'll have to do it sometime.
Yes, we shall murder people based on tarot cards. I agree to this.
Pretty much what I do on Project Unknown.
Fair.
We've got Asha Bromfield as Margot, who you might recognize as Melody from 15 episodes of CW's Rivendell. Riverdale? It's Riverdale.
Yeah.
Again,
Wait, isn't that...
possibly illiterate.
Hang on, I gotta look something up real quick. You go ahead and you continue.
Riverdale is the dark spin-off of the Archie Bunker comics.
Rivendell is a fictional elven sanctuary in J.R.R. Tolkien's Middle Earth. I fucking thought so.
My bad.
We have an elf in the cast. This is just turning
Sometimes I mix up the Lord of the Rings and the really bad Archie drama. It can happen to anyone.
That is very impressive.
Our next on the core four is Varun Saranga as Ronnie, who I recognize personally from 35 episodes of Winona Earp, my favorite TV show. He plays Jeremy, my sweet son, who I would die for. We also have a special shout out to Spencer McPherson, who played Tom, and who I recognized immediately this watch through as Xavier in 24 episodes of School Spirits. That's our cast. Our main cast, plus
That's
Tom.
Our main. In Rivendell,
Tom, who is technically a main cast, but we'll get into that.
Oh god.
And Rivendell, because I'm illiterate.
And all of the elves in Rivendell, because we are now turning this into a D&D campaign, apparently.
Oh my god. Could you imagine D&D in Killer High? I would do that in a heartbeat, actually.
Yeah, oh my god, though, because you could do it, because I think Wild Shape would work.
That would be amazing.
I'm so rusty at D&D. I'm so rusty, it's been like massive amounts of years since I played it, but yeah.
I would D&D the fuck out of Killer High.
Mm-hmm. Same here. There's so many movies that would actually D&D. But that's beside the point, because right now we're in, what was the name of it?
Killer High.
Killer High, yes. Why do you have Monster High written down? What the fuck?
That's a different thing.
That is. Okay, so my notes are already confusing.
Alright, if you guys don't want spoilers to Killer High, I suggest you turn your cute little asses around and go watch the movie first before you listen any further.
In the small town of Wallingham, 3 teenagers, Tom, Freddie, and Michelle, break into the dilapidated high school to collect an artifact with the school's mascot, a warthog. In the field, Tom finds the mascot's costume and puts it on, only to transform into the warthog. I'm gonna stop it right there so we can complain about that.
He opened a trunk that was apparently a time capsule, but it was just like a normal leather trunk from the 60s that should have definitely degraded way more than it had in the ground. And it was smoking. The trunk was smoking.
It looked like a combination between smoking and white powder, and I am very convinced that this was just like a coke trip that this dude went on. Can't talk.
He
That
saw
this
a
dude went on.
smoking fucking trunk and went, everything in here is safe to touch, and put on a mascot costume he said smelled bad. Like it was made of
Like,
real animal. And Tom saw a lot of red flags and went, no, this is fine.
oh god.
Everything that happens in the rest of this movie is because Tom is the ultimate dumbass himbo.
Yeah. Any normal person seeing this would probably not even open it at this point, but he opened it, inhaled whatever was in it, and put the suit on over his face.
If those were
Yeah,
obvious red flags, Tom is fucking colorblind.
he is very colorblind. Tom finds the mascot's costume and puts it on, only to transform into the warthog, which then kills Freddy and Michelle. Meanwhile, the ambitious Sabrina Swanson is planning her 10-year high school reunion. Reunion in the school with her two friends and former classmates Margot and Ronnie. As the party begins, she clashes with her high school arch rival Rosario Stewart. Outside, the warthog kills two guests, shorting out the electricity in the process.
Alright. Then to talk about Sabrina. I hold Sabrina dear to my heart because we are both very typical types of high strung.
Yeah,
We're the same brand of high strung.
my first impression of Sabrina, like my first note is Max is now a character. Like that is my note for that part of that.
First of all, we catch her when she's just done, like, giving blood, and then she refuses a cookie, which, by the way, I would never do, because I'm not a psychopath, and immediately faints, because she just gave blood.
Because, no, I'm fine.
Yeah, she does the, I'm fine, it's fine, I'm fine, I've gotta go, the bus is coming, which is honestly something I would do.
It's so violently Max coded. Like, I
Don't
cannot even
perceive my
describe.
struggles. I'm fine.
After knowing Max for this many years, I cannot describe how much that is him. Like,
I've got a problem.
you do.
We've got Jeremy and Margot, who have to break it to Sabrina that the hotel she paid all of her money
You
to.
Jeremy?
I said Jeremy because I'm thinking about Winona Earp again. I'm never not thinking about Winona Earp. He's my son and I love him.
I'm like, wait, what character was that?
We have Ronnie and Margot who are having to break it to Sabrina that the hotel that she had paid all of her money to host the reunion has gone out of business. They are not there anymore, and it's the day of the reunion. Or the day before? I think it was the day before.
I think it was the day before, yeah.
But Ronnie comes up with the plan to do it at their old high school. Because it's going to be torn down anyway, they won't have to clean it. Sabrina enjoys it so much, she kind of takes the idea as her own. Because unlike me, she's also a little bit of an asshole.
Can confirm. But in the best way, like in the nicest way possible.
I do my best, man.
Yeah, you're a nice asshole. It's good.
I'm a vigilante asshole.
You are. It's great.
I'm an asshole for good.
That just makes it seem like you're gonna permanently be an asshole. You're like, this
Asshole
is it.
forever. You can't stop me.
Okay.
We gotta pull our shit together, god damn it.
We do. Well, we're having fun, I mean.
That's the point. Having fun. And this is the perfect movie to have fun with. Our little party starts, and the first two women to show up decide to go get high instead of go inside. And that's when the warhog gets their asses. Because, like, why not, I guess? He's hungry.
That fits really well along with most, like, campy horror movies. Like, okay, I'm gonna go out and do drugs or get drunk or have premarital sex and something is just gonna kill me.
Exactly.
So it fits so well into the campy horror movie genre.
It really does.
I love that.
This is by far one of my favorite movies. I've watched it more times than I can count.
Well, and it's somehow there's gore, but it's the right amount of gore. Like, I cannot describe that. Right. Right, but yeah.
The thing about the gore is that the gore is campy.
It is. I love it so much.
It's campy gore, and I don't even know how you do that, but they do it.
They did it, and they did it right. Like, it's not really over the top for what it is, which is great.
It's a work of art.
Yes, it's beautiful.
This whole time, there's been a little puddle of blood in the gym where the dance is being held. And they keep
No one's
slipping on it.
cleaned up.
Nobody has cleaned it up. They've slipped on it multiple times at this point. And Sabrina slips on it again when Ronnie comes to tell her that there's something wrong with the breaker. Well, this is where our next segment comes in. Sabrina goes to check the power box, but sees the warthog and warns Ronnie, but continues with the party.
Yeah, she doesn't really warn him, though. It's more like, there's a thing outside, don't worry about it.
Yeah, I have that noted down. Oh, we missed a whole part with the gym, though.
Oh, we did, didn't we?
When they first go to check out the school, it's a fucking mess. They go into the gym, and Sabrina takes off to go look at something, and Ronnie goes to get the power on. So we've got Margot alone in the gym doing a really bad cheer thing. She's not good at it. We love her. She's doing her best. Ronnie keeps trying to shoot a shot with Margot, by the way. That man is obsessed.
We forgot the best part of the fucking school itself, too.
Which part?
The poster glitch.
Oh, there's a poster in the hallway that I don't know if we just didn't notice the change in price. Maybe it was a 25-cent poster that he pulled down with a 50-cent one behind it and like a $1 one behind that where they were trying to save the library really desperately and it was not working. But it was the same poster just stacked up on top of itself like 3 times.
Like, no matter how many times it was ripped down, it was still there.
It's like a fucking one of those clown bits where they have like the never-ending handkerchief. Yeah. Only it was posters.
Yep. There's that, and then we missed the part about why what they were tearing the school down for.
Oh, to make a cemetery.
To make a cemetery.
They're tearing down the school to make a cemetery. The library's a mausoleum.
Now, I know that anyone listening to this is probably being like, well, that's not realistic, but you know what? You haven't lived in the town that Max and I grew up in, because that would be very fucking doable.
It really would.
It would be on brand. Like, none of this would seem out of place if it happened in the town we were freaking raised in. Like,
none of it.
It's so hilarious.
It really is. Like, all right, back in the gym where we've got our girl doing her bad cheerleading things, the warthog is slowly approaching her, like very clearly making demony warthog breathing noises.
But go unnoticed, by the way, just completely unnoticed.
Either they go unnoticed or they just assume that it's our boy Ronnie being too horny, which I guess is definitely on the table.
That's legit. Like, that could just be his daily noises that he makes whenever he gets close to Margot.
Ronnie is a horny boy. We love him. He needed a fucking chastity belt on that man.
He really did.
Back at the dance, Sabrina... I have to put this in here because it made me laugh so much. She's wearing, like, that lace dress and stuff, but her hair is in a bun, and that bun looks so much like Donald Duck's sailor hat.
It looks like a combination between
Donald Duck's... insane.
Yeah, it looks like a combination between Donald Duck's sailor hat and, like, one of those fake clip-in buns you can get, and it's the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
It was a poor hair choice for Sabrina. Now that we've talked about the stuff we've missed, back to the synopsis. Yeah. Right, she warns Ronnie about it, saying, what did she say she thought it was? Looking at my notes about the breaker box, she looked at it covered in what is very clearly translucent dark blood and goes,
and I have a note.
Did someone put red paint on this?
And I have a note about that too. It says blood doesn't exist. What the fuck? Because they are just blatantly ignoring blood in this.
The blood on the floor in the gym, the blood on the box is just paint. She's also trying to fix the sparking electricity with metal tools without turning it off at all so she doesn't disrupt the dance. But you know what would disrupt a dance? Frying yourself to death on the electricity. Probably. I don't know. I've never personally done that. But I think it could be a mood killer.
Depending on the school, I mean, because sometimes it just doesn't matter to people.
That's true. Sometimes they just carry on.
They're like, you know what? That's fine. The electricity's working just fine with this person who's fried themselves on the electrical box.
They've completed the circuit. Fine.
Yeah. They've completed the circuit with a wet, sticky substance and a screwdriver and their body. It's fine.
I don't like blood being referred to as a wet, sticky substance.
It's a wet, sticky substance that comes out of the body.
I just think about jizz when you say that.
I made it worse. You know what? Maybe Ronnie had already checked the power box.
No, that means he jizzed over those dead women. That makes me sad. I don't want to think about that.
Have you seen his reaction to every woman in that movie?
Look, my boy is horny. Let him live. He's doing his best. His best is just really horny all the time.
He truly was doing his best, and it just was not working.
We have Rosario come in, right? In slow motion. And you cannot tell me this woman is not into Sabrina a little bit.
She's given me lots of vibes that she's into Sabrina.
Same here. I was like, I see you, lesbian.
Like that's what it seems like.
I just had to mention Rosario because she actually comes in before the breaker incident.
Yeah.
But we didn't touch on that. I just thought the slow motion thing with the wind in the hair, like the typical, like, romance movie thing, was really funny.
Because right before she comes in, I believe Ronnie says something along the lines of, "Did you feel that perfect breeze?"
Yeah, he did. Because she just brings a perfect, gentle breeze with her. Anyway, Sabrina comes back in after seeing him running away from the warthog and tells Ronnie she thinks it was either a rat, a Great Dane, or a man on bath salts. A warthog monster. This is giving real Beast of Bladenborough. She's Sabrina, and we need to tone it back.
Back then, like, she had to be part of that bloodline, because, oh my god.
Sabrina's from Bladenborough. We can't blame her.
You'd have to be.
Alright, back to this breakdown. She says that they're not gonna stop the party. That whatever it was just ate, so it should be fine. Which is a fucking crazy sentence to me. But you know what? I get it. I don't want to make people upset either.
Well, we're kind of glancing over the fact that she literally spent 10 years just focusing on this reunion and nothing else.
10 years just focusing on the reunion is fucking crazy. That was her life's work.
Yes.
Poor Sabrina. She cannot have this night go badly because this has been her whole life since high school. And everybody who also signs in at the front does not remember who Ronnie is. Was that boy a fucking ghost in high school? Nobody remembers him but Rosario.
Yeah, my actual note on that is, did Ronnie actually go to that school? No one remembers him.
No one remembers him. That poor horny boy.
Some of my Ronnie notes. Did Ronnie actually go to that school? No one remembers him. Ronnie is horny. Ouch. Sorry.
So horny. You think you'd remember someone who walked around with a boner all the fucking time. But I guess not.
I also have something that says Ronnie is horny for Monster, and I'm not 100% sure why I wrote that down.
I know, but we're not quite there yet.
There are so many Ronnie is horny notes that this makes up like 90% of my note taking. What the
That's because Ronnie is horny.
He's horny.
We just have to accept that Ronnie is horny. It's not gonna stop. Boy stays
the real
mad
monster
horny.
in this movie was Ronnie's raging boner.
That's not fair. It never inappropriately touched anybody. He kept it maintained.
That's true. It didn't kill anyone. It didn't touch anyone.
Not even the person he wanted to touch with it. Margot.
Yes.
Margot's ex-boyfriend from high school, Judd, shows up. So Margot ditches Ronnie to go hang out with Judd, and they go to explore the building together, where they're attacked by the warthog, which throws 2 trophies at Judd and pins his hands to a table, which is the funniest
Which leads to the
sequence of
funniest
events I've
fucking thing in
ever
this
seen.
movie. Because he's sitting there shuffling with his little hands stuck to the table, trying to figure out how to fucking force it straight out of a doorway.
Oh my god. Yes, he's got the table long ways trying to go through the narrow doorway.
This man, I believe, is a fucking EMT, isn't
Yes,
he?
he's a paramedic. He's a married paramedic because he's also a piece of shit. Ronnie hears the commotion and he comes and hits the warthog with a book to save them. The warthog grabs him and takes his ass out.
And I am not in the least bit sad about that because he spent way too much time trying to shuffle around that fucking table.
For a paramedic, that man was dumb as shit. He should know long table, no go through skinny door.
No, what this makes me wonder is how many of his patients has he folded in half trying to get a stretcher through a fucking door.
Right. Also, why did nobody try and take the stuff out of his hands to unpin them? They were just like, no, bring the table with you.
I think I can actually answer that because watching him shuffle with the table would have thrown all sense out of the window. Like, seriously, if you're doing that, you're really like, what the fuck?
That's fair. I was also like, dude, what the hell are you doing?
It did not occur to me while watching that scene that he could have just taken those out of his hands. No, I was more focused on why is he going straight forward?
That's entirely fair, honestly. His death was a great death because he deserved it. Let's be real.
It was really
he
justified.
fucking deserved
it was a justified death.
He deserved the shit out of what happened.
Because I believe the conversation leading up to that was, I thought you'd be married by now, to which he's just like, I am, I just took off my ring, and it's like, wow, you're a piece of shit.
And then immediately hands pinned down. It was chef's kiss, absolutely perfect.
It was beautiful.
Ronnie and Marco escape.
Praise the warthog for that.
Praise warthog!
Oh, praise warthog! Oh god, are we starting another cult?
Maybe.
Again?
Technically, it's still an undead cult. The warthog was an entity.
Damn it! I always get into these with you.
I don't know. They just come to me.
It's a weird ass curse for you to have, I'm just saying.
It's just really easy to get into a cult. No, I'm not. Nobody try and put me in their cult. I don't want it. I don't want to be in your cult.
Max. He will most likely fall over somehow and end up initiating in your cult anyway, like if you have one, so just throwing that out there.
I'm really bad for business cult-wise. You don't want me.
Are you great for
too many questions. I'm way too controlling about my surroundings. I'm a bad cult member. You don't want me.
This just sounds like someone trying to convince someone that they would make a great cult member for some reason.
Absolutely
like, oh, you don't
not.
Want me? I'm bad.
I'm a bad cult member. God damn it. Every time. God damn it. Margot and Ronnie make it back to warn Sabrina of the danger, and she goes to try and stop it, because where they're at, they have no cell service at all. Like, none. And the only possible working phone is in reception across the high school. The only way to stop it... Well, before she goes to stop it, they go into the hallway with Sabrina, and the warthog shows up. And his tongue is going blah, 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 blah. And that's why you have that note about Ronnie being horny for the warthog. Because he goes, wow,
okay.
That's pornographic.
That's right.
Because that man is too horny. I love Ronnie. I would die for him. So horny. A horny boy. After the little incident of seeing the pornographic warthog tongue, they go back into the gym, and Sabrina decides she's gonna go try and call for help because she got them into this mess. She should be the one getting them out of it, kind of thing. She doesn't want to stop the party because, again, she doesn't want to bother anyone. Also, it's been her 10-year life mission. So...
Did we skip over a death?
I don't think so.
I think we did, because I have a note that says Judd was pranking them by dying, and I think that one chick died shortly after that, didn't she? Or did she escape?
Oh, no, you're right! Carrie in the hallway. Alright.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know why that wasn't in the synopsis. Whoever wrote this, I want you to know. Hey, IMDb, your synopsis sucks.
Well, yeah, because
We're
the
having to
part
fill
that,
in so much shit here.
yeah, because the part I have is they warn Sabrina of the danger, and Rosario Finn finds out as well before the four witnesses, the warthog killing one of the guests. And it's like, okay.
All right, yeah. Sabrina,
Yeah.
like, Rosario goes after Sabrina. They find, like,
Ooh.
the warthog. They run away from the warthog and they meet back up with Margot and Ronnie. And that's when they see Carrie in the
So much
hallway.
missing in this, though.
So much missing. That's why we're all over the place. I tried to make
Well, yeah,
a nice
but okay,
timeline.
because
It's
we're
not
missing
working.
Sabrina grabbing a fucking lobster, I believe.
Yes, the lobster. She takes a lobster to throw into the
Because
hallway to
that's
see if the
how
warthog
Rosario
was there.
finds out.
And she takes the lobster with her to reception. And Rosario's like, "What are you doing here with half a lobster?" And she goes, "What do you mean half a lobster?" And that's how they find out the warthog is with them.
Yeah.
They run back. They meet up with Margot and Ronnie. And that's when they find Carrie in the hallway. And Carrie's facing them. And the warthog is coming up behind Carrie. And they're trying to yell at her, "Carrie, run! Run, Carrie!" And Carrie's like, "Is this a prank? Oh my god, you can't get me. I used to be popular."
Which is where the Jed dying is
a prank.
pranking them. He's pretending to be dead.
And like, the warthog is breathing on the back of Carrie's neck. I don't know how she thinks this is a prank, but go off, Queen, I guess. This is one of my favorite deaths because the warthog hooks her under the armpits with its tusks and throws her into the ceiling.
Yeah. Whoever... Go ahead.
No, you go first.
I was gonna say, whoever wrote this has left so much out.
Oh, the synopsis? Yeah, they are.
Yeah, because there's the former, like, school slut girl that ended up being uber religious.
Yes, Whitney.
That was... Yes. She's been left out. We can get to her in a little bit, though, but there's, like, a lot left out.
It seems like such a crime to leave out Carrie and Whitney because I feel like they were kind of big parts.
Well, yeah, and Whitney does have another part later on that we'll discuss, but...
Yeah, they have, some of the best moments.
They're, like,
in the
singled
movie.
out, and they're technically main characters because they do get their, like, individual little time alongside some of the others, so...
Yeah.
It's very bizarre not to include them.
It really is. But this is a wrap on our girl Carrie. I mean, she
a ceiling fan.
She became a ceiling fan, but she really should have maybe felt that air on her neck and went, "Oh, maybe this isn't a prank."
Maybe she thought it was Ronnie breathing down the back of her neck.
He was in front of her. How dare you blame my son? My poor horny boy.
For everything. Like, no one notices anything breathing down their neck because they're so used to being in school with him. Like, maybe that's why no one remembers him, because he was, like, right on the back of their neck. Just...
Poor Ronnie. He's doing his best, man.
You can do your best and still be an absolute creep.
That's true. They do have Carrie in the synopsis. She's just put down as one of the guests. They left out a part from earlier where Sabrina brings in everyone's favorite teacher who...
Actually, that part's further down.
How is it further down?
Read after this. Read past, like, the very end of the paragraph we're on right now, where it's Sabrina goes to check the power box, and then the one directly after it.
She gets brought in before Carrie dies, though.
But they did not add it into this until... Yeah.
A few minutes earlier, Sabrina had brought in everyone's favorite teacher from high school, who is in a wheelchair because she suffered damage to half of her body, like, became paralyzed from what they said was a Palm Pilot accident. I don't know what that could have been, but this old-ass woman is in a wheelchair. She cannot speak. She uses a whiteboard to write, and one of the reasons Sabrina says that they can't make everyone panic is because the old woman is there.
Yep.
Just remember, we have an old-ass wheelchair woman in the mix now.
Yeah, and I have a note about that says Palm Pilot accident, poor Mrs. Blakesley. I also have a note that says it didn't even look human from before that.
Oh, are we talking about my little chode warthog?
I think so. Who was it that said it didn't look human?
I love this warthog. He's a chode of a boy. He's like 50% head.
What is a fucking Muppet chode? That is the only way to describe this thing. I should fucking hate it because, like, creature design is just something I go apeshit over, but I like this thing. I don't know why I like this thing, but I like this thing.
I should hate it because I'm terrified of puppets, but I would die for my warthog boy.
Yes,
My
you would, 'cause it
little
would bore
chody
you and kill
warthog
you.
boy.
I'm gonna have to use that as a pet name now.
Chody warthog boy.
Yeah, it's my little chody warthog boy.
Oh no. Just so we're
Yeah.
clear, some of my notes for the little segment we've just covered are: I love my little chode warthog. Ronnie is 2 in capital letters horny. And Carrie, you poor dumb bitch.
I do have to say, I have one from the beginning segment that is, I hate it when my asthma makes me skip town.
Oh yeah!
Because that was a theory for some reason, that was a theory on.
Margot and Ronnie find a flyer for the missing teens, who, by the way, only went missing the day before, so the flyer is fucking impressive.
It is.
They find the flyer, and Margot goes, oh, one of them has asthma, and Ronnie just goes, maybe they skipped town. I'm like, what the fuck, Ronnie? I love you. Your brain is in your pants, I think. Too horny. My boy is too horny. 2 capital letters horny, apparently.
Yeah, my notes on the design, because it's before we started talking about other creatures, was creature design, ? Muppet warthog. Muppet warthog.
You'll put respect on my boy. He's the most perfect. He's the most perfect. Because he's a pig. He's the most perfect chody boy. He's perfect for what he is. My notes on the warthog is, why does this warthog look kind of like Elvis?
I don't have any like notes from that little part right there, because you said that and my brain just shut the fuck down. I'm like, Elvis?
He's got like Elvis eyes. I don't know how to explain it.
Oh my god.
No, I
the
don't.
Black lifeless eyes of the warthog mascot remind you of Elvis?
I don't know. There's one shot where he's coming through the doors of the gym, and like it's a side angle, and I don't know. He's got like that black hair on top, and then his little warthog eyes. He looks like Elvis.
Are you saying Elvis is a little chody warthog boy?
No, I'm just saying that the warthog looks like Elvis. I don't know.
You heard it here, folks.
He triggered the same thing in my brain that Elvis's face triggers. I don't know what to tell you.
God, that's the worst.
If it helps at all, I do have mild face blindness.
Yeah, that's fine.
I lived next door to a person for 15 years and I still couldn't tell you what he looks like.
That's amazing.
But yeah, Sabrina panic stabs the warthog with like, I think a pen or a pencil at the reception area, and they run back to the gym. And of course the warthog fucking follows them, kills Carrie. They go back into the gym to try and fucking clear everyone out.
Yeah, and that's when everyone just thinks they're making a like joke speech.
Yeah, they think it's just a funny haha thing that they've decided to do. Say killer warthog just murdered Carrie in the hallway. The joke was on
Sabrina
Carrie,
saying it first. Wasn't it Sabrina saying it first? And they're like, ha ha. And then Rosario's like, no, you need to listen now. And they're like, ah.
Oh my god, my favorite line from the movie. You know you can trust me. After she says that. Like, after Sabrina says that there's a warthog, Rosario goes, I know you don't believe Sabrina, but you know you can trust me. Like, Sabrina's just been lying forever.
I just love that.
The shade was insane. It was so funny.
It was so well done, though.
But
like, the dynamic between those two is just great.
I love their little love-hate lesbian dynamic so much.
Yes.
But as they're trying to clear people out, I'm not even reading this anymore because it fucking isn't working.
Yeah.
I'm just going based off notes and vibes.
Glance over it and yeah.
Alright, as they're trying to get everyone to leave, a corpse falls out of the ceiling. I believe it's the girl from the beginning, Michelle, and her blood explodes out of her body, like, all over everyone. The juiciest gusher of a fucking body I've ever seen.
This is the weirdest, like, the wettest fucking corpse I've ever seen.
The wettest corpse.
I hate that I said it like that.
She had so much blood in that body. I mean, the wettest corpse. That corpse had so much blood a vampire would be wet. But
Wow.
everyone starts freaking out because now it's clearly real. There's a body and everyone's covered in blood.
Mm-hmm.
And the old lady with her whiteboard is holding the whiteboard in the air while people run around her. And the whiteboard just has "run" written on it in all caps. And I fucking died a little. It was too funny for my brain to handle.
Yeah, that was quite the moment in that movie. And then when they get her out in the hall, because it's Ronnie and Margot that have her, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, once they get her out in the hall and she's sitting there trying to write and she's just erasing half of it, trying to tell them something. And it's like, this is not the time.
Yeah, she's
Miss
trying
Helen,
to...
if you have to. Like, they made sure that you knew she was a teacher. Like, it is life or death situation, and she is, like, making sure she writes it out properly.
The thing is that I am not sure that they would have got... Well, maybe Ronnie would have gotten it if she had misspelled one letter. But Margot was reading each letter out and didn't understand the word "it's" before it was fully written.
That's true.
Most people can read like half a word and based on context clues be like, oh, it must be this. Margot cannot. Margot was a cheerleader.
Yeah.
I'm not saying cheerleaders are stupid. I'm just saying Margot didn't even remember her cheer routine.
Funny thing though, I do know someone that did that type of thing with words, but the word they messed up in front of me was like the worst like mix-up possible.
Oh no.
They mixed up. So the sign said that we were going by said creamery. They read crematory.
Crematorium.
Yep.
Those are two really different things.
Yep.
Drastically different things.
Yeah, so I do know people that you can give them the full word and they will come up with something drastically different than what is written. But
it's fucking hilarious. Awful, but hilarious.
That's why I'm like, this movie had to have happened in our town. Like, there's no other place it could have happened like this. Especially with, like, no police station.
Oh yeah, the police have already packed out and left.
Yeah. Well, see, it's like, it was a hotel that shut down, and I'm sitting there like, oh my god. And then the police station, I'm like, oh my god.
It's just our hometown.
Yeah.
Only with a better high school. Now, following the line of Ronnie, Margot, and the old lady, because we've got two interlocking things happening right now. We've got Ronnie, Margot, old lady, and we've got Sabrina, Rosario, Whitney, Meg, and George. These are our two groups right now, because the entire fucking gym has been slaughtered, which is, we miss the gym slaughter.
Yeah, let's just revisit that gym for a minute. There is a weird amount of intestines. Like, I know there's supposed to be, like, a shit ton of intestines, haha, in every person, but there were only 2 people who had their intestines hanging out, and there was way too many intestines in that gym for that. Like, I am sorry.
Warhog brought his own intestines. Interior decorating is his passion.
Oh god. I mean, kind of. Like, when you get down to it.
Yeah, he's just
later, you know
he
what?
just really wants to be a designer.
I will let you have that. I will let you have that because of later events.
What have we learned? I'm always right about the weird things I say.
Yeah, because there's that. He likes shoving bodies up into the ceiling, apparently, with string and intestines around, and then the stuff that comes up, and it's like, okay, you're right. I'm not gonna argue with that.
He was born to decorate.
He was. Born to decorate, forced to gore people and eat their bones. Much as we all are.
I don't know about you, but I haven't gored anyone and eaten their bones.
You've threatened to, though. I've heard you threaten to.
Yeah, one day. One day it'll come.
I just await the day I see it on the news. Like, I won't hear from Max for like 24 hours, and I'll just see the news story. Mayhem goes apeshit, eats bones, gores people.
Bones?
Eats bones.
Maybe. We'll find out. Stay tuned.
But knowing our paper, it would probably have a typo, and it'd be like, eats boners.
No! I wouldn't be able to do anything about it because I'd be in prison. No, I can't have people think that about me. I won't be eating bones.
Oh god, that'd be so hilarious, though. Not that you'd be in prison or, like, killing and eating people, but you know what I mean.
My shame. Alright. In the goring of the gym, this movie does one of my favorite things with, like, really gory death scenes, and it's the freeze frame. The 360 freeze frame. The camera work is beautiful. We've got this
It looks
neon
so
gym.
good.
We've got blood everywhere, body parts, people flying, like, fleeing fear, and it freezes, and it just goes between, like, different scenes and, like, a 360 shot of all of the carnage, and it's so beautifully done. It is, like, one
It
of
is
my
really well
favorite
done.
things that Jem puts into things, because I really love the director Jem Gerrard. They did this movie, they do one that we're gonna cover next time called Slay, and they did a show that I really love that only got one season on Sci-Fi called Vagrant Queen. And Vagrant Queen also did the freeze frame 360 shots, and it's one of my favorite things. I love it so much.
It works really well in this movie.
It really does. The
It makes
neon
your little
lights on,
Cody
like,
Warthog boy look good.
he does look good. How dare you? He's perfect. My little Chode Elvis.
God. That is a brand new sentence. Like, I
Chode
never thought that
Elvis.
string of words would ever exit anyone's mouth in my lifetime, especially near me.
I am chock full of new sentences.
You are.
I had to say whatever dumb shit comes to my brain. So
It's even better when you're panicked, though.
oh god, I can't be trusted to speak when I'm scared.
That's why I love playing horror games with you so much.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Sometimes I say really dumb shit on my own. Sometimes editing software makes me sound like I'm fucking crazy.
I barely got another 5 minutes into that before I was like laughing so hard I was choking, so I couldn't finish it today.
That's okay.
I'm sad that I couldn't finish it.
It only gets worse and worse.
It's beautiful. But we'll promo that later, so
You'll have to look at our YouTube channel to see our Project Unknown video where I get cursed. You forget to turn your mic on one time and then you trust some editing software. And
Max
it turns you into
improved the
a
audio
crazy
for
person.
sure.
I go car! Is a thing I apparently said according to the editing software.
It wasn't, because I watched that scene while editing mine today, and you did not say I go car.
What I said was, I'm going to be in the car. The editing software went, I go car. Like, no! We are so off topic. I'm so sorry.
We are. I mean, at least it's entertaining.
This is what happens when you get two neurodivergent idiots together.
Hey, it's beautiful, damn it. Oh, let me think about that I go car for a while. Like, that's the mentality of half the people in this movie, though, is I go car.
That's very true. All right, we've got our two, after the gym scene and the beautiful freeze frame, we've got our two diverging paths. Ronnie and Margot with the old lady. She finally gets out her little scribbled sentence, and it says, "It's happened before." Margot does not know what that could possibly mean. I thought it was obvious, but, you know.
Like, what's happened before?
Not everything is everyone's best ability. Sometimes I think critically. Sometimes I'm also a Margot. But Ronnie's like, oh, it's probably like this has all happened before. She's been here since the 60s. Maybe she's seen this happen before. So they go to the library to start looking shit up. We swing back to Rosario and Sabrina and Carrie, Meg, and George. And this is, they're running.
Carrie's there. It was Whitney, wasn't it?
Yeah, Whitney. I miss Carrie.
Carrie's on the ceiling.
Carrie was sent to God. much to Whitney's dismay.
Delight?
Who would like delight.
Would that be delight, though? Or
that's true. She is very religious.
I believe at this point is when Whitney's scene comes up, isn't it?
Yes, this is...
As they're fleeing, and then suddenly Whitney just stops in the hallway.
Yes. Whitney stops in the hallway. Oh, God.
And has a very interesting talk with everyone before...
Whitney tells them that God will not let her die because she's so devoted to him.
He will protect her. And then she proceeds to pull a cross out of wherever she had it. I don't remember seeing where she pulled it out of, actually. And
Her
holding
prison
it in front of
pocket.
Boar.
Warthog sees this.
What? Warthog, not Boar. God damn it.
Aren't they kind of the same thing?
Yeah, ish.
They're feral
She holds
pigs.
the cross in front of the Warthog.
The Warthog sees this, and because he's a trolly little chode boy, he backs up like he's not gonna do anything. God has saved Whitney. She's so relieved. Everybody else is
And she's
so
like,
confused.
she's like, see? I told you.
He lets her get those words out and takes off Whitney's fucking head. He's a comedy genius, our chody Warthog boy.
He truly is. Truly is.
Everyone else freaks out because now Whitney is beheaded, and they start running again. Did we miss the old lady dying? Did I not explain that?
I believe we missed the old lady dying, and then we missed we're coming right up on a costume change and an arming of people.
The old lady dying is another freeze frame situation, and it's, again, beautiful. I can recommend this movie for so many reasons, but the freeze frames are truly beautiful. You have to experience them.
They're well timed, too.
They really are. They're like the perfect things for a freeze frame. They don't overdo it. I think there's like 3 or 4 the whole movie. I think 3.
Oh, that was one of my notes. Now it makes sense. Dead Island 2 loading screen. Like, these things are great.
Oh yeah. They're beautiful. I love the freeze frame so much. So old lady's dead. Ronnie and Margot going to the library. Her library. Her eyeballs on the ground.
Her library is on the ground.
I don't know words. Whitney's dead. Our little foursome there go to the equipment room because they're gonna get like stuff to try and fight our little chody boy.
Yeah, it's like there has to be something we can use as weapons in here.
Rosario and Sabrina decide to change because they're in like cocktail dresses and high heels. Somehow manage to find the perfectly fitting cheerleader outfits and sneakers. Like, perfectly fitting.
Which, I'm not even going to complain about that because it just added so much more to the movie, like, honestly.
Rosario very clearly hits on Sabrina over the uniform. It's a very clear checking her out.
Bow and arrow.
Yeah, and then they argo. Fuck. And then they argue over a bow and arrow, and you see George, who managed to get his chain wallet because for some reason he's a man in 2018 who decides he needs a chain wallet. Don't question it.
That entire balloon thing.
That's because the thing is so fucking off kilter. I'm reading it knocked me off. This is a first shot of movie things, so
yeah, we're gonna get better as we go along, just like everything else. But there was a scene where they all had to go through like this big bunch of balloons, and somehow, the one man in the group managed to get tangled up in the balloons and drag them behind him, which does not surprise me in the slightest.
Yeah, George's chain wallet really fucked him there. George and Meg are talking about leaving Sabrina and Rosario behind because they're arguing so much. And you hear the balloons start to pop because the Warthog has found them.
One at a time.
Yeah, the Warthog has found them and is again a little chody troll boy. And decides to pop them one by one, leading up to them. And they're trying to get the balloons off of the chain wallet, even though they still lead directly to them. I don't know what getting them off was gonna keep it from coming at them, but it starts tugging on it, and it's of course connected to Georgia's pants because it's a fucking dumbass chain wallet. I was about to say I'm sorry for anyone who has a chain wallet, but listen here, motherfuckers, if you got a chain wallet, what the fuck, man? Those belong in the 2000s.
I had one in the 2000s.
They were weird then, they're weird now.
Hey, mine was not weird. It had chain, had flames on it. It was weird. It was weird. I'm not gonna lie.
It was weird.
It was. I don't think I ever wore that thing properly.
It's because they like weigh down your pants and shit.
It's like, it doesn't just weigh down your pants. It's like someone grabbing a handful of your pants and then trying to drag them down because they're fucking heavy.
Yeah, it'd be different if it was like all the way around so your pants had like equal weight so you could just wear pants with enough tightness to not fucking pants you. Anyway,
that's how those times were done.
Throw your chain wallets away, you fucking weirdos.
Or don't. If you like the feeling of someone trying to pull your pants off constantly, continue to wear them.
That's true. That's what you're into. Pants yourself, motherfucker. I don't know. But it's trying to
May
take
the
George.
warthog eat you.
May the warthog eat you. Praise warthog.
Praise warthog. We're starting a goddamn cult. Starting a warthog cult. This is not where I pictured us.
Weirdly, it's exactly where I pictured us.
Probably would.
Oh
my god.
Anyway,
yes, moving on.
Sabrina sees them trying to get the chain untangled from the balloons and goes over to help. And they decide that somehow they can't get a balloon ribbon undone or take off his chain. Because I thought...
Which those should unclip.
I was gonna say, I've never owned a chain wallet, but I thought they were pretty simple to unclip.
You know what it literally is? It's literally a chain dog leash. It's those kind of clips. At least the one I had was.
Literally, it would have been so much easier to just get rid of his wallet. Like,
But
motherfucker,
no,
you're gonna die. You can replace your ID. So it's tugging at George. They're trying to get his pants off. He's literally got his pants at, like, past his knees. They're, like, toward his ankles. And it drags him away. And then he comes crawling back. Pants still around his knees and ankles. And drags him away again. George is out of the picture-ish.
Yeah. Well, my note on that one was, bye, George. Oh, wait, we skipped over something before that.
What was it?
Oh, my note says Piss Drinkin' Survival Club. It's from when they were arguing.
Oh, yeah.
They're like, we can't stay in here. You don't want to drink your piss. Ask me how I know type of thing.
Yeah, Sabrina was in Survival Club. God damn it. Club. And very, very clearly drank her own piss and did not enjoy it. Glad she didn't enjoy it.
I was saying that she shouldn't.
My note was, George was literally caught with his pants down.
Yeah, my note was, bye, George, and Piss Drinkin' Survival Club.
So they take George. George is gone. He's been Warthog.
And then...
he's been spirited away, Warthog edition. And
so basically, Princess Mononoke?
Yes. No. Does that make him Princess Mononoke?
I believe so. Wolves. Warthog.
There are no wolves in this movie.
No, but there's Warthog. And there's a Warthog that was eating people in that movie, so.
That's true.
That's where I'm drawing my lines, damn it.
You know what? I said the Warthog looks like Elvis. I'll give you Princess Mononoke. You can have that.
I didn't say it looked like Princess Mononoke. Do you know how many people are going to kill me now? I won't be able to go outside. There's a boar in Princess Mononoke, which is why I think I said boar earlier.
That makes sense. I have a note that says Rosario is shooting her shot with Sabrina. Oh, Sabrina says that she's might as well just die. She has nothing going for her. And Rosario says, well, that sucks because I'd like a roommate. Yeah. They were roommates! Like beautiful little lesbians.
They're always roommates, aren't they?
Always.
But history has taught me they're just roommates. But moving on now.
Yes.
Sabrina, Rosario, and Meg, I believe, continue on.
Yeah, they continue on, but we swing back to Ronnie and Margot doing a research scene in the library. They're looking at stuff from 1908 and stuff from 1968 because they've started on separate ends.
Also.
Yeah, 1928.
Yeah.
They've started on separate ends and they're working their ways in. You're right, it was 1928, not 1908.
I mean, they might have started there, but
I think that he said he was starting at 1908 because that's when the school started. Yeah. But he finds stuff in 1928. 28, yes. I forgot numbers. And Margot finds stuff in 1968. And they're like, I found it! And then they switch to read each other's things. What Ronnie found is that in 1928, the son of whoever founded the school put on the mascot costume and killed like half the football team.
Yeah, on the field. The entire or half of the football team, I believe.
And they had to put him down, basically, to stop him.
Weirdly enough is not in this thing that we have, but okay.
Which is wild, because that was like the start of it, so.
Yeah, it's very wild.
And then in 1968, somebody wore the old mascot uniform for, I think, a school play.
Something.
And killed all of the actors and the undie studies. The people...
Did we watch the same version of this movie?
You know, the people in every play that inspect the underwear of the actors.
Ew. The undie studies.
He kills all the actors and the understudies, and they have to kill him to put him down so he'd stop. And that's when the mascot uniform was put in the time capsule because nobody was using that shit anymore. It was covered in blood. So this has happened twice before, both like 50 years apart. And this is another 50 years since 1968, I think. if my math is correct, which it probably isn't because I don't know math. So they both know kind of what's happening, like the spirit that possessed the boar mask, which, by the way, they did state is an actual boar head,
Yeah.
which is gross. Like, use paper mache or something.
Oh, wow, they put that in a weird spot. Okay, I did actually find a little blurb about the costume. Discovering that the son of the school's founder went on a killing spree in costume when he was kicked off the football team. That's a weird way to say that. Football team. Okay, that was something.
Football.
Football. I think some of my great grandpa just came out.
I have no excuse for how I say words because sometimes they're a little southern and sometimes they're a little like set up New Yorker. And I don't know why.
Which is weird because I would have the excuse for the southern accent because 2 of my grandparents were southern. I'm still like in contact with one, and then I have one great grandparent from another country, like just a couple generations back. So I should be getting the weird accents, not you.
In my spirit, down in my soul, I'm a New Yorker.
That originally came from the South.
I'm a southern New Yorker. I have no excuse for me.
After this fucking episode. Like, we're gonna get like 2 episodes of a podcast out and then just be murdered half the shit we've said. It's gonna be great.
I look forward to it.
Very well. Well, see, now that you said
Praise
that, we're just gonna get a word. Praise Warthog.
All hail Warthog.
All hail Warthog. Praise Warthog. Oh god. Okay. Yep.
So they find their little answers, and we swing back to Sabrina, Rosario, and Meg. And they've gone to the classroom where the board was off the window. The teenagers used to break into the school. And they're getting Meg out there, and then the warthog shows up as Meg gets out, so they have to, like, shoot it with the arrow and run away while it's a little damaged and angry. And they meet back up with not Rosario, she's already there. They meet back up with Ronnie. Too many R words. Ronnie and Margot. And
but the way they meet back up with the
oh my god. Sabrina shot my son in his little baby leg.
in the leg. Because I have a note for that. Where did it go? Poor Ronnie, arrow through leg. It was getting a little late at that point. And my notes are taking on a subtle caveman vibe.
My note is Sabrina shot my son. LOL. Sorry, Ronnie. That LOL was uncalled for. I forgot to mention that during the research scene, not Rosario, god damn it, the R words. Margot and Ronnie kissed and decided to have a date once they made it out. That's important information for later, kind of.
Yeah.
But not too later because it's kind of coming up.
Yeah.
Anyway, Sabrina shoots Ronnie, his poor little leggy. I assume that killed his boner, but not really, because he stays horny. That boy,
until the very end. And then his boner is finally killed.
Horny for life. That's Ronnie. After she shoots him, they're trying to get out, and George comes dragging himself down the hallway. And he goes, guys, I'm still alive! And he gets dragged down the hallway again.
He was briefly still alive.
Pants still down.
Yeah, of course, because we know we're not going to pull those back up.
Why would you? It would only help you get away a little better.
The bloody floor.
That's a wrap on George. This is the last time we see him. Pants down, getting dragged down a hallway. What a way to go. So they go and run because, of course, now they know Warthog's in the vicinity. And they end up in the science lab. And the Warthog appears. And Sabrina throws a jar at it from the science lab. It's one of those, like, specimen jars with a baby piglet in it. And it lands
with formaldehyde in it.
It lands on the Warthog's tusk. And Sabrina just starts giggling.
Yeah, I think my note for that was hee-hee. Yeah, that's all it says, hee-hee. We missed a scene.
Which scene did we miss?
We missed the photo booth.
Was that in the freeze frame?
I think that might have been in the freeze frame one, but the photo booth was amazing.
Peak content. Just absolutely glorious.
Yes, absolutely beautiful content. Love it.
This movie starts camp, stays camp, whole time. If you love camp, you will love Killer High.
And not Monster High, like I wrote down, because I'm dumb.
And this is where the movie shocked me the first time I watched it, because after the formaldehyde piglet incident, they turn and the warthog has Margot, like, in a chokehold,
Yeah.
like
in
a human person does when they take someone hostage.
Well, it was holding her kind of weird. It was more of like a be a good girl for daddy kind of pose, which was putting me off a
Oh
little
no,
bit there.
I hate that. I'm gonna go with like a person holding someone hostage because I don't want to think about Warhog like that. He's a chody boy. I don't want to think about Warhog like that.
I described like how it had its little warthoggy hand paw thing it had.
Like on her neck, holding her hostage.
Yeah. Whatever helps you sleep at night.
And it will help me sleep at night because I don't want to think about my chody boy like that. And this is where we lose one of our core four, which shocked me because I really thought this whole movie that all four of them were making it out. Like, it was very set up for them to all be the final person.
It was very misleading.
And the warthog takes a Bunsen burner. That's what it's called, right?
I believe it's Bunsen burner.
Like a long tube that has gas coming out of it and fire that Margot had lit when they got in there for light, and shoves it through the back of Margot's skull so it comes out her mouth. And that is a beautiful shot. Like, it's very silly, but also, like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just, it was a great death, I guess. Creative.
That's creative. It made her look like she was smoking
A little
when they
bit.
panned to her corpse.
Of course, Ronnie is horrified because he just got his shot with Margot, and he's been so horny. So horny.
Yes, because there's like notes I've done there too.
What are your notes there?
Ronnie is horny. Ronnie is the most horny ever. Horny Ronnie.
Yeah,
Like
that's
that-
about right.
That's about my notes on him. I do have one more note on him, but that comes a little later.
They go to flee the school, and Ronnie goes, "No, I'll stay behind and hold it off," because apparently, even though he owns his own business, he only lives for his horniness for Margot. And with her gone, he's decided he's going to die. Like, okay, I guess.
But okay.
She only liked him after her paramedic slut man friend got murdered, but I guess go off, Ronnie. So he stays behind, and they run out to see if they can try and escape or murder the fucking beast. What they come out to is a stadium full of dead bodies.
Yeah, the bleachers are just full of the corpses from the gym earlier. And it looks, I think there's a leg sitting on one of the seats, and that's why I'm giggling. That's not,
I
bodies
believe
aren't
so.
funny, I swear to God. But it's like the warthog had set them up.
Yes.
And I believe they were saying so he could relive his glory days.
Because apparently it's somehow both the spirit of the warthog and also the guy from 1928 that did the mass murder mashed together, like the boy and the cat from The Grudge.
Basically. I think that's basically the premise.
Mashed
This is
together
just
in a...
This is just how the American Grudge looks. It's a fucking warthog and a man, of course.
Be nice to my chody boy.
Your chody boy is... Jesus Christ, the accents I'm getting tonight. Your chody boy is a murderer.
He's perfect. And I love him. I only have one problem with Chody Boy, and it's coming up. But they see all the bodies and like the old ladies on the ground still with their whiteboard because God forbid the warthog take her whiteboard. That's ableist.
Yeah.
Actually, it's ableist to take the old woman's only form of communication. But she is dead, so maybe it could have stayed behind. I don't question Warthog. Praise Warthog.
All hail warthog.
But back inside, Ronnie's trying to hold off the warthog, and it just gores him. And he falls back against a locker, and he goes... What were you
It leads
going
to
to
the
say?
saddest scene in this movie.
Oh my god, poor Ronnie.
Where, as his head flops to one side and his eyes begin to close, he sees Margot's locker with the words "Margot loves Judd" in it. And that's how he dies. That's the last thing he sees. Which is why I have Ronnie is the most hated character ever.
I loved him so much. He had the worst death. We also we missed Meg, where the girls get outside and they see Meg with her phone trying to get a signal to call in Uber, even though they don't have cell towers out there, and Meg should have probably known that.
And they told her to run, and she knew that there was a fucking giant murderous warthog around, but hey, you know.
Yeah,
again, we grew
Meg
up
does not
in
make
that
good
town,
choices.
I'm pretty sure.
Third and final freeze frame?
I think so. I think.
I believe so. She's got like her arms in the air, like in almost a ballerina pose as blood sprays through the air, and Sabrina and Rosario are in the background, horrified. The freeze frames are a work of art in and of itself. You watch Killer Hyde just for the freeze frames. Stay for the camp.
Or in case you like chody little warhug boys, watch it for that.
Love my chorty. God damn it. Love my chody warhog boy. He's perfect.
Or, just in case you hate people named Ronnie, you can also watch it for that, because this movie also hates the character named Ronnie.
If you knew a horny man and you would like to see him die, watch Killer Hyde. Alright, now that Ronnie's dead, Meg is dead, we've just got Sabrina and Rosario. The entire rest of the class of 2008 is fucking in the dust. They're dead. They're in the stands, actually. They're in the stands.
Watching this whole
They're
thing.
still
How dare
having
you.
a party. It's just not the one they came for. The Warhawk shows up to them in the stands, like, not in the stands, but, like, among the field, I guess.
The Warhawk shows up to Sabrina doing a cheer.
Oh yeah, she's awkwardly cheering because they've decided that they can't run from it. It's gonna get them, so they're gonna kill it. And Sabrina's doing an awkward cheer to try and lure him in because he's reliving his golden days. And
still does not make sense to me, because Warthog and football and... Okay, I'm not thinking too hard on that one.
I just have to say that every time the Warthog runs, I feel joy. I feel joy in my heart.
Every time the Warthog runs, I see why the dude was kicked off the football team.
I can't even describe to you how he runs with his fucking 50% head body. It's beautiful. It makes me so happy to see every time. It's so funny.
It is certainly something.
Everything about the Warthog is perfection. He comes running, and I think Sabrina, does she shoot him, or did she give Rosario the bow already?
She finally was like, yeah, you're a better shot here, and Rosario is playing dead on a pile of corpses, waiting to make her shot.
That's right. But it comes running towards Sabrina, so she gets out of the way, and she gets, like, one of those football, like, padding things that they use during practice to, like, ram against. I don't know, I don't do football. I don't watch football. It's, like, the big padding with, like, the human shape on it that they, like, I don't know, ram themselves into.
The tackle? I don't know if it's called a tackle pad, but it's something.
We'll go with tackle pad. She's holding
You're gonna end up saying tickle pad.
No. She's holding a big foam tackle pad, and the Warthog, who, mind you, has put its tusk through skulls, comes at her and is just rubbing its head against the tackle pad. Like, the tusks are not penetrating this foam. It is Warthog-proof foam.
Like, aw, maybe he was reliving his days, though. Like, yeah, he's practicing for coach.
Where he runs into a pad and rubs his face on it. No wonder he was kicked off the football team. Have you watched what they do with those things?
Yeah, basically.
He saw tackle pad and he thought, like Ronnie would, blow up doll. But while it's trying to get at her through this foam that is impenetrable, Rosario pops up from the pile of dead corpses with the bow and shoots its ass. It falls down. Sabrina grabs a fucking shovel and Pogo sticks its fucking head off. This is how we lose my chody boy.
His head is cut off with the shovel.
He's in two pieces. One half his head, one half his body, because he is still 50% head.
Mm-hmm.
So Warthog is dead. Praise Warthog.
Praise Warthogs.
And Sabrina asks Rosario if she's serious about, like, moving in together. And Rosario's like, yeah. So they wander off to go, like, live their lives as roommates, quotations. Because I swear to God, this whole movie they've been flirting. It's a love-hate flirt, but it is a flirt. There's a chemistry there. So they wander off to live their lives, and our final shot cuts back to the Warthog, and it's Tom. And
it's just Tom's body and his head laying there apart.
Yeah, he's decapitated. Poor little asthma Ted. Tom, it's Tom. Why did it say Ted? White man name, you know? Generic white man names are all the same. It's our teenage boy Tom. None of the teenagers made it. They're all dead. And that's how we end the movie, with a decapitated teenager and two closeted
And two grown
lesbians
women.
going off to be
Two grown
roommates
lesbians
together.
dressed as cheerleaders going
Dressed
off to be
as
lesbians
cheerleaders.
together.
And that's
As it
Killer
should be.
High. The best movie
Or
I've ever
Monster
seen.
High in Rivendell.
In Rivendell. That is one of my favorite movies of all time, because the camp is at 100% of the time. Like, if you love
And
camp
it worked so well.
so well, if you love camp, this is the perfect movie to watch.
Yes, highly recommend.
What are we gonna rate this movie?
I would give it a 7.5 out of 10.
Not to alarm anyone, I'm giving it a 10 out of 10. This is the best movie I've seen in my entire life. I watch it once a year. I've watched it once a year since it came out in 2018. It's my favorite movie.
It's really well made, and it has the appropriate level of camp in it for what it is. It's just, they did it right. They absolutely did that movie right.
It's so perfect for what it is. Like, Killer High knows what its budget was. It knew what its story was. Like, what its story was. Exactly. And it leaned into what it was with a love for what it was, and not a, well, this is what it has to be.
Yeah. They didn't overdo it at all. Like, it is just the right amount of done here.
Like, you can tell it's made by people who love camp.
Truly.
And now we get to my favorite segment, which is Fight, Flee, or Fuck. Praise
Honestly,
Warthog.
Praise Warthog. Honestly, I would flee this one. Like, they did not have to fight. They could have left it at that school and it would have been fine.
I definitely wouldn't fuck it. For sure, it's a warhog.
Yeah, definitely not fucking it. I made that mistake when someone didn't tell me what the cryptid actually was.
When you heard me laughing when we picked
I knew.
you should have known.
I knew something was wrong. Well, you were laughing because I'm like, oh, fuck it. And you're like, I don't think so. And now I know why. But yeah. So no, I am not going to fuck a warthog or a bobcat or any other animal. I would flee because this is the type of thing where it's kind of local to its area and it's just staying there. Like, it didn't break out. It didn't try and murder the entire town.
I would also flee. I would also flee because it took out so many fucking people. I know I'm not gonna be one of those people that make it out. And as much as I love Warthog, I don't think he wants to be my friend as much as I want to be his friend.
Yep. And it's like, with that many people there, you could have just like left in the very beginning or snuck out like when Meg did and just ran. And it would have been busy with everyone else.
I would have kept going.
Would have been like, okay, bye, not even trying for a fucking Uber. So yeah.
Yep, that's Killer High. We're both gonna flee. You're really lucky if you fight him off.
You have to have apparently some type of sport or cheerleading under your belt to fight him. Or a gun.
Honestly, it all probably would have been over pretty fast if someone had a gun, but nobody had a gun. I wouldn't have had a gun. I don't think I can be trusted with a gun. So that's Killer High. That's it for
Killer High.
That's it for this week. Next week we're doing Slay. So tune in for that, for the conclusion to our Jem Gerrard Appreciation Month.
Yep. And we will have a better summary and
God, I hope so.
on it, because whoever wrote that was not
whoever
watching
wrote this
apparently.
summary is fucking trash. Hey, if you're listening to this, what the fuck, dude? Did you even see the movie?
I saw parts of it.
You've disgraced all of us. Alright, this is it for the Undead Club. Peace out, bitches.
Bye.
Welcome to the Undead Club. Welcome to the Undead Club.